Pleasure. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Well, hi there, it's Jennifer. Welcome to my channel. It is Friday, April 18th. It is my birthday today. I'm 54 years old. I have had a delightful morning. It's been quite relaxing. It's probably around 1:30. I am going to get downstairs, go perusing, and then also earlier today it was raining and just looking miserable outside. So I thought, well, I think today's going to be a hotel day, but it looks like it's drying up. I look forward to getting out and maybe just going for a walk around the area. I really don't want to go too far, plus it's getting late now in the afternoon, but I will show you around the grounds and just get out, get some fresh air. I have had a delightful morning. I got up at 5, got my coffee, although honestly, it was a little hard to get out of bed. I seriously contemplated staying in bed and just turning off my alarm and not getting up at all. But I thought, no, I want to stay on schedule. I want to make sure I get myself ready. So I got up, got coffee, headed down to the athletic club. I had a wonderful workout. I did an hour on the treadmill. I walked at a fast pace for 30 minutes. Then I did my, I'm working my way to 30 minutes, but then I did my incline at a 12 and did my 20 minutes on that at the speed 3, and I don't hang on and I pour sweat. It's such a great workout for somebody like me who has spinal fusions. I can't do anything that has any type of jarring or impact, and it's a really great workout. I feel like I am huffing and puffing, I am sweating. It's a really good aerobic workout without having that jarring action on my spine, which causes a lot of pain for me. Then after that, I did a little hand weights, I did stretching, and I caught up watching videos from my creator pals here on YouTube and caught up with some correspondence in the comment section. Then I came up, got ready, and headed down for breakfast. I was a little bit later today. I went down to the pantry and I'll show you the delicious meal that I got, although I have been so thirsty. Now, yesterday and today, I got their crispy hash browns, and I don't know if they're just extra salty, but I am so thirsty. But the meal was delicious, and that was wonderful. I've now been back up in the room, waiting for my other daughter, Megan, who I saw on my second night here. She has a card that she wants to bring me for my birthday. Because I told her, I'm like, oh, well, we're all getting together tomorrow. I told her, I said, oh, you don't have to worry about coming by today. We'll see each other tomorrow night. She's like, no, I want to come bring you a card. So she'll be stopping by at some point. And I told her I was just going to be here around the hotel. So I'll be ready whenever she comes by. That'll be delightful. I did work. I brought down my Wheel of Life and started writing down goals that I have for my different categories when I had breakfast, but the breakfast came so fast I really didn't have time to work on it. I am going to bring this down with me and tuck into one of their nooks and work downstairs on some of these. I did change up my categories a little bit. I don't know what I was thinking. Originally, when I did my pie graph and I did my categories, I did spirituality, I had my husband in a category, my children in a category, YouTube, my home, remodeling, health, finances, fun, and creativity. But then today when I was writing out goals, I thought, oh, I forgot the category, which is a common one. If you look them up, the Wheel of Life coaching tool was personal growth. And I thought, I love personal growth. That's one of my favorite things. I love to talk about it. I love to study it. I love to share it. Like, I'm all about it. And I thought, I need to have that category on here. That's something that's very important to me and something that fulfills me as well. I really, really enjoy it. what I did is I changed up the two categories. What I did was I put my husband and my children in one category, and I'm calling it connection, because that's what's most important to me with my husband, is to keep that connection alive and strong and well and healthy. Same thing with my children. You know, they're stepping into very active parts of their lives right now, building their families and their careers. And I want to make sure that I am looking for opportunities to connect, and then creating opportunities to connect. And then also social. Social is always a category for me that I rank really low, because I am such an introverted introvert that I really have to push myself in that category. And I always enjoy it when I do, but I need to make sure that I make time for that. That's very important for me. This is now the new categories. Spirituality. And by the way, spirituality is my number one goal. I am a Christian. My walk with God, my prayer time, my Bible time, my listening to good, solid faith building messages are the keys to success in my spiritual health and wellness. And it is the priority. We have a saying in our family, like, you know, if you get ready to write down the important things in your life, you'll start with like number one, number two. We always say that God is the zeroth, or God is the list, capital L. God is the list upon which I write number one, number two, number three. Like God, he is before one. He is the zeroth. He is the list. Then number one is this, that, and the other. So my spirituality, number one most important category. Then my family. So I'm going to have spirituality, and then connection, YouTube, my home, that's the functioning and the organizing of the house, the remodeling. Oh my gosh, I've got to be moving the needle forward. It's been at a standstill for a good closer to 2 years. I hate to admit it. Health, finances, fun, creativity, and then personal growth. What I did today as well, I started to write down goals, because I'm going to be doing the 12-week year, so 4 months. In each of those categories, I want to touch each category at least once in this 4-month period. Now, there will be some categories like my spirituality, my family, for example, connection. Those are daily. I think my health is daily. Finances can be daily too, like just daily check-in. So some of these categories will be daily. They will even have daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, and then overall goals, especially like family activities or things like that. Like every week we have family night. But then I would love for us to also do an outing or something at least monthly while we still can. That'll change, you know, always be adapting and moving with everyone's different schedules. But I want to at least touch every category in this 4-month period. For example, a remodeling project might be just one project that we do maybe for a week that is scheduled in this 4-month period. Fun home projects like organizing. I am going to go sit down and work on this downstairs, but my YouTube, for example, practice more vlogging. I actually really struggle getting in front of the camera still. It's something that has not come easy to me, and it's something that I have to work through on a regular basis. I actually do find it very, very difficult, and it's something I want to do, but it's also something very difficult for me. But practice, 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 right? I want to practice vlogging. I really need to practice also on my music selection. Maybe getting my music selection taken care of beforehand might be something better. I have some YouTube goals, like my channel description, getting my email set up, getting a post office box set up. For my home, I want to tear apart my closet and completely revamp it and organize it and get it functional, because every time I walk into it, it's stressful because it's gone to pot, and I need to do that. I have made good progress, but I'm going to go ahead and give myself some more time. I am going to go ahead and get ready to go head downstairs, then go head outside. I'll be seeing my other daughter. I'll see my other daughter tonight. I'll show you things, and that will be this video. Oh, I do want to go downstairs and show you. the most famous white raven photograph that was taken the season that the white raven was here, and I will tell you all about it. Hopefully I can go into the store and film it. We'll see. All right, I will be talking to you throughout all the different video clips. Don't you just absolutely love the name of this store, Buzzwinkle's Bazaar? I just think it's absolutely fantastic. I had a lovely conversation with Elena, one of the owners, today. She was very, very kind to allow me to film and show her amazing store. What you will find in Buzzwinkle's is a wide variety of Alaskan-made gifts, including custom knives, quilts, jewelry, refurbished axes, blacksmith wares, furs, clothing, and more. Find special gifts for someone who loves Alaska and appreciates unique handmade items. Buzzwinkle's is also a great place to browse and discover new Alaskan artists, makers, and craftsmen. And I even have to say, for a local like myself, I don't always go to a lot of bazaars, even though I love them, but I'm never up on when they're around. And that's what's great about going to stores like this, because you see so many talented artists and their work, and it is a wonderful place to discover. In fact, I saw a couple of items in the stores at the Captain Cook from people who I knew. And in fact, I have a piece of artwork by the artist Jeannie Poole, who made these two glass shattered pieces. I have a beautiful bee over a flower, and it's done in a way that the light can pass through. Some of her work, she will grout onto wood and you can't see through it. But there is a whale hanging up here. I'm going to pan around by the ceiling in the middle of this window that is see-through, and it looks like it's hanging on a piece of driftwood. It's absolutely beautiful. Her work is exquisite. The glass shattered piece that I have in my home is one of my favorite pieces. And what I really appreciated about Elena, when I was asking her if I could have permission to film in her store, she was very careful to question me to make sure that I would be speaking highly and giving honor to the craftsmen whose work is displayed in her store. And I really appreciated that. And I told her, I'm like, oh, of course, absolutely. And I'm always in awe at the talent and creativity of people, and I would never shame anybody's work. But I love that she was very, very protective of her artists and the people who have their work in her store, and that she was very, very careful to question me. And I really appreciated that. And then you saw there was a white raven quilt in there and a white raven clock. And then here's a little convenience store. I met this wonderful lady, Justice, in here, and she's like, oh, you can have my voice on here. I don't mind at all. So I just walk around the store and peruse around. These are beautiful. Do you have any white raven art?
We might have a sticker.
Stickers, okay. I imagine probably not so much white raven art these days anymore, huh?
No, but I will say our Introvert pin this year did have
Oh,
white raven.
I have one. Yep, I got one.
I love it so much. I have my own.
I didn't get the colorful one. I was too late, unfortunately, but I got like a silver plated, like silver matte one. So it looks like you have a mixture of local artists in here too.
Yes, we do. Not everything.
Right, yep.
Try and sell as much as we can, but
Kind of a nice little mixture.
yeah. Most of our local stuff is like glue, jewelry, stuff like that.
This is one of my favorite stores. This is Aurora Chocolate. I'm just filming the outside of the store while the owner is away. The gentleman who runs this store is the husband of Chef Ingrid, who makes these incredible chocolate delights, and I'm going to show you her craftsmanship. And then also when I go around to the outside and show you some of the window display, they have like a little TV going that just tells a little bit about the chocolate. But she is trained, she is skilled, she is global. Her work is famous and she is so talented. What I appreciate about Jay, and he is consistent throughout the years that I have gone to this store and purchased goodies, he is so professional, kind, helpful, skilled, knowledgeable, and he praises his wife. I mean, it's really quite delightful. He's a very, very kind soul. He was so sweet to allow me to come around to the back. That way I could film the chocolates. He's like, I can step out for you. And I mean, what a delightful soul. And he is just the best salesman, and he keeps this store beautiful and running well. And he gave me a turtle. I showed you those beautiful turtles. Oh, there's some right there. And sometimes they break off. And once I was done filming in here, I was going to buy one. And he's like, oh, no. He's like, here's one that's broken. You can have it. And I was really thankful. But look at how beautiful these creations are. The window display is absolutely beautiful, and here is a screen where you can learn a little bit about the process. I'll read to you from the pamphlet. It says, the beautiful shiny colors you see were created with colored cocoa butter. It's not sugar coated. Cocoa butter is in the same family as chocolate. Temperature control is very crucial in this coloring process. Every time one color is painted on the mold, it must be put into the refrigerator to dry. Otherwise, the next colors will be mixed. When the mold is taken out of the refrigerator, it's too cold for the next color. Therefore, we must wait for the mold to reach the right temperature. If we wait a bit too long, it'd be 1 to 2 degrees too high, and we'd have to put it back in the refrigerator. If it's done 1 to 2 degrees too high or too low, it will not be shiny. This is the chocolate tempering process. If the chocolate is not shiny, we cannot sell it because it doesn't look good. Most of our flavors have 3 to 4 colors. This means we put it in and out of the refrigerator 6 to 7 times. And they're saying how the temperature has to be absolutely perfect. What I like at the bottom of this pamphlet, it says, this is the job of a crazy perfectionist. And Chef Ingrid is the queen of perfectionists. Luckily, she is creative and has good color sense. I just love this pamphlet. Then it goes on to say, this is why we use the best chocolate available on the market for this unique chocolate. Here's something fascinating. It says no egg materials used, can be kept at room temperature for 2 to 3 weeks without seeing any differences. Just avoid heat over 75 degrees. Cocoa butter will start to lose its shiny beauty if it's too warm. There's my delicious turtle and some cucumber water that the hotel had out. Here is the hotel. My tower that I'm staying at is the one behind this one right here. And the crow's nest is at the top of this tower right here. It is cold out today. There is a biting wind for sure. And it is a little breezy, a little chilly. It doesn't really feel like spring right now. Oh, here we go. We've got a better view of the crow's nest, which is up there. You can see the windows. Ooh. And the seagulls are here. love this valet area. I love these lamps. Little magpie. Little magpie right there. Oh boy, it is cold out today. All right, time to head into the Captain Cook Art Co-op. I met Kay Paulson, one of the owners of the store, and we had a lovely conversation, and he was so gracious to allow me to film. Oh, wow. Oh, who's the photographer here for this one? That's also Amy Bragg. I remember when this situation happened, I knew a couple photographers who were taking photographs. Oh.
Around that time it happened in the parking lot of Target.
Oh, that's a lot more exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It's just beautiful. Yes, the famous, I think that is the most famous photo of the White Raven. I don't know if you followed on the Facebook group.
Oh yeah.
But that photo reached all 27,000 members.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. What's your name?
Kay Paulson. Yeah.
Kay.
So I do, or just Kay, yeah, but
Kay.
I do all these stickers and stuff. You've probably seen them.
Oh, may I show it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm one of the admins on the Facebook group. I didn't start it, but I was so sad that it's archived now, and I was like, oh. I had so much fun following this bird around. I'm not a professional photographer. I just use my cell phone. Oh, this is such a, like, her photography is phenomenal. Yep, that photo right there of the White Raven is a viral photograph. Amy said that when she posted it originally in the Facebook group, that she was just like, oh, I really wanted to get out and go find the White Raven because everybody was out photographing it. I want to say it was fairly early on in the season. And she's like, yep, I got into Spinard. The White Raven was in this beautiful tree with berries. I took this incredible photo, and it, like I said, I can't think of any other photo or video that reached the full 27,000 members of the Facebook group. Kay and I had a wonderful conversation, and here is his work. I'm going to go ahead and just go down the racks so you can see his detail. And I've seen his vinyl stickers all around town. And in fact, I have a few that I have purchased. I was just at an antique shop that I have a video, a vlog that I still need to post. And I pick up a few of his vinyl stickers. Kay was absolutely amazing. While I was in here, he was very gracious to allow me to film and ask questions. And he even gave me one of his vinyl stickers of the Morton Salt Girl. It says Alaska on there. And he says they're actually quite popular. And I will be showing that in a little clip toward the end of the video. Here is Kay's information. I'm going to show you the back here in a little bit. You can check out all of his work, and I believe he does commissions as well.
Acrylic, yeah. Or actually, I think just watercolor, actually. Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's our newest member, so I haven't gotten to know her.
And who is the artist?
She should have a little bio right there.
Yeah, she probably does. I can see it. I'm zooming up on it. I just didn't know if you happen to know the name.
Started doing art, and yeah, it was the same for me,
too. It's a full-time job.
What were you doing before the pandemic?
Police officer.
And that is where Kate was sharing that he was a police officer before he became a full-time artist and business owner. And I asked him if I could share that when I did my voiceovers, and he said yes. And he had always wanted to work in this creative field, but didn't think he could make money from it, and ended up in law enforcement. He did that for 2 years and he did not like it at all. It just was not fulfilling for him. And now he is living what he always wanted to do. I am saving that turtle for after tomorrow's breakfast. I'm going to follow my glucose hacks before I eat that treat. But here's a final look at the information from the different stores that I went to. Each of the owners were just delightful and kind and gracious, and very, very proud of their stores and the artists that they work with. It was just a delight to interact with them today. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, you're in there too. Kind of block you. I am out to dinner with my lovely daughter Lydia, and I was so glad that we were seated in a different part of the crow's nest. I was going to request that. The last 2 nights we sat, or I sat with Daniel and then Megan in the same area, and I was kind of hoping that we would be put in a different location. That way we could have a different view, and we did. Look at this gorgeous view. It's looking rather stormy over the Chugach Mountains over there. City of Anchorage. Of course, the Cook Inlet is off to the right. You could tell it was a Friday night. It was definitely a lot busier. My daughter and I had reservations at 5:30, which is pretty early for dinner, but it was really busy. They had a couple of large parties. It was quite active. And here is the table view. And you can see all the clouds over the Chugach Mountains over there. And we did see a rainbow for a little while. A different amuse-bouche this evening. It was barley with vegetables and seasonings. It was creamy and yet refreshing and delicious. Homemade rolls, whipped butter. I had done some butter tarragon carrots.
I saw those in there.
And in there, which I've not even eaten my yogurt. And I needed to keep it cold. And then I had it in my purse and I got that.
There's this great video. It's like a bride's brother or something who they asked to be the flower girl. And he like walks down the aisle like to this kind of like funny song with like so much sass.
Aww.
And part of me wants Daniel to do it.
My pleasure. Enjoy.
Thank you. Better blow that out before that gets. Oh, let's see how everything goes. Oh, wow. Want me to get you in this?